Oh, whoever did that just crashed me. Holy shit. Please don't do that.
What?
You almost crashed
I'm
me.
going to switch skins then. Because I do that accidentally quite a bit.
Do you turn gestures off?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, yeah, we can just do
go
that
into
then.
your options.
We good, zombie?
You know how you hold your menu button, it pulls up the little spiral wheel?
Yeah.
Okay, in that spiral wheel, options, gestures.
Yep. Got it. In that case,
Or
let me
if
go
you're
back to being...
or if you're a filthy rich index user, you could just have a toggle switch right on your controller.
We good? I think we're good. Alrighty, folks.
High quality hit of H2O.
Welcome back to the DVT podcast. I'm your host. You're good there. I'm your host, Valor. The man behind the cam is Disaster. Across from me is the 115 Zombie. We have a guest for our first time back, Crimson Rain. How's everyone doing? It's been a long time.
Kill me.
Yeah.
We're off to a great start. He wants to die.
I'm in that same boat. But, yeah. I wanted to start off.
Where the fuck I am.
Good. The one thing I wanted to start off with is just why we've been gone for so long. So, recently, my 2080 Ti just died. And no, not that. And finishing school. But I went through a whole thing. I was like, okay, I'm going to get this graphics card off this market because it's refurbished by the company who makes the graphics card. I buy this fucking thing. It gets shipped to me. I'm like, cool, it doesn't look quite right, but I'm gonna try it out anyway. Put it in my computer. It's not a 3090, it's a 3070 Ti that was shroud swapped into the casing of a 3090. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try all this shit to see if it works. It doesn't work ever. Like it doesn't fix. So I'm like, all right, time to contact RMA. We go back and forth for like a week. I'm updating them with new problems. I'm like, let me actually take this card out and put my old one in. The old one worked, but not for VR for some time. The last day it started flickering on my monitor, so I'm like, oh god. But I look at the back of the thing, and the 3090 has these 6 MOSFETs on an opening on the back of the card. This one had 5, which matched the 3070 Ti. What are you fucking doing? What are you doing?
Do you? Hey, I think V on your keyboard is the mic toggle.
It's just your paint chips.
Oh god. Yeah, just
hit him with the jackalope.
But yeah, it was like a week.
What would you like me? What would you like me to be like?
No, I'm trying to tell this story with a straight face. But yeah, they were like, oh, this is a huge problem.
Guys,
this is a huge problem.
Guys. / serious. Come on now.
/ serious.
But yeah, pretty much. I sent the thing back. They're like, okay, cool, we're gonna send you this and fix it up. And I was like, cool, I get it back. It's a 3090, all right, but I got probably the best silicon for a 3090 ever because it's benchmarking as a 3090 Ti, which is the most insane thing.
That's cool.
He has a Ti in disguise. He literally has a sleeper graphics card, guys.
The sleeper.
Robots in disguise.
Yeah.
Money. 390.
Computer.
Graphics card in disguise.
Yes.
And we happy April 1st, I suppose. So I figured
April Fools.
we would go.
Is it being uploaded?
But unfortunately, I am the fool.
April Fools. That wasn't the reason. Kevin just went to go get the milk.
He never came back.
April Fools. I just didn't stream it. No, not really.
He came back with an excessive number of goons.
Speaking of goons, do we want to talk about the goons' backstory?
Oh god, I can give context for what this is first, so they understand why we have a backstory.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
nothing
fucking
else.
hate this. I made a fucking joke, and suddenly it's became our entire identity. So
You made a joke and now it's the meta.
And now it is the meta. So we've talked about this before. We became goon from the being faceless goons, and then started shouting it like a bunch of fucking idiots, and winning a couple Warzone games pretty much in a row. And now we decided that, Oh, this is fun. Let's start making jokes about what goons actually do, like stealing everything, not nailed down. Or the fact that we're all vat-grown clones, and that's why we keep being able to die horribly. And now there's an official lore channel that I'm the frickin' mod for, the shitty mod for, obviously, that I have to continue writing. Well, not writing, that I have to fix all of the stupid horse shit that everyone comes out here. Give me a second. That man is sus. Damn it.
He is sus. He's very sus. I don't feel
I
comfortable
suck with
sitting next
cameras
to him.
again.
No, I'm not sus.
But
I'm
now-
sophisticated.
Oh,
Allegedly. Oh my god,
I feel
you have a hat. I
less
didn't know this.
uncomfortable sitting here.
And now
He
he's got
just
Google
put it
Glass.
on. Can I help you, sir?
But now, oh god, like how
Oh God, no!
God, and like, god damn it,
His dick's out.
and like
His dick
how,
out.
fucking, do you need an adult?
I am one, supposedly. So, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I go hide now.
See, on the bright side, the fact that you're getting harassed instead of me.
Oh man, I wonder how many clips.
Maybe I
that,
should
have
I
done
wonder
that.
how many views that clip has.
Wait, what? Oh god, don't remind me.
Well, since we have one new person with us tonight who may return recurringly, we shall see how this goes. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, Crimson?
Hello, Mario.
Hi, I'm Mario.
Hi, I'm Mario.
Hello everyone. I am Crimson Rain. I met Valoric. God, when did I meet you?
It was VTOL.
like
The
year
night
ago or
the
something?
H94
VTOL
came out,
VR.
Yeah. We were in a public lobby
Yeah.
doing aerobatics.
Oh yeah, we were literally just messing around in free play. And then he's like, "Hey, you wanna hang out with my friends?" I'm like, "Sure, let me hang out with your friends." And I was indoctrinated.
Into the goon.
In the cult. Since then, I am now game lead for the AH94s in VTOL VR, and we do a lot of gooning in VTOL VR, and as well as Ready or Not. It's one of our
And
favorite
Call of
games.
Duty. Just the goons. All the time.
In Call of Duty, these dimwits got me into Warzone, and I hate it. But I
You
like
love
it,
it.
but I hate it.
No,
Wait,
no,
for some reason
I don't want to fucking hear.
I love how it's a simple
Fuck
little
you.
sound. You know where that's going. I love that.
Dude,
I
it's
love
a
that.
universal sound. It doesn't
I
matter
love
what
that
I
shit.
language
tried
you
so
speak,
long
you
to.
know that sound.
It took me so long to beat that song of Beat Saber, dude. It was one of the first custom songs I played. Oh, hatred.
Shit, I haven't played Beat Saber in forever. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's an actual multiplayer now for it.
Oh fuck.
There is, yeah, and you can do modded without actually having to have a multiplayer mod in order to run modded
Yeah, it's pretty
Maps.
wild.
That's actually.
in multiplayer.
In multiplayer.
It was harder to
Department
say
of
than I thought it was
Redundancy Department.
The maps
Yeah.
themselves literally are just like an acid trip nowadays in Beat Saber. Last time I played it, it's crazy.
With like the chroma mod and all the other stuff.
You didn't
There's
even
some
throw it.
insane stuff. They aren't even like it's hardly even Beat Saber anymore. It's like you're literally just traveling through the universe. There's literally full-on environments that people have built in their custom maps on there. It's insane.
Yeah.
I feel like if it exists, people will take it way
What
too
is
far.
happening to that bottle?
The goons got to it.
Um,
It's
Oh, it's
we
back.
stole
It's,
the fluid
goon
dynamics
oil.
from it.
We stole the fluid.
Stop pissing in the bottle. Like the gravity in Warzone, we stole it. Fuck, I made the gesture to count.
Oh, okay. I feel like we should talk about that. The frickin' it's just a normal battle royale, by the way, guys. But
Yes, play
Totally just
Warzone
normal battle
today.
royale.
we were all on. You only have like, as of now, you only have like little more than an hour. So good luck.
Yeah.
But we were all up till like freaking 5 a.m. Some of us,
Yeah,
but we were
last night.
playing Warzone last night, and we had just gotten out of a match. We're loading into another one, and then the playlist refreshes at midnight. We all crash, except for 2 people. I think everyone that was there just crashes. And then we come back into the game, and it's just like, what is it actually called? It's like just like this, like
Totally the same BR.
totally a normal, yeah, totally the same BR. We get into it, it mostly feels the same until you're about to land on the ground, and then you realize, why am I falling so slow?
I believe I can fly.
And so you land on the roof, right? You land on the roof. You go to jump down into the floor below through the skylight, and you can't fall because you're floating up into space because they added low gravity.
They stole the gravity.
We, not they, we
Spoiler
stole
alert,
the gravity.
you're on the moon.
Spoiler alert, throw literally anything and you're hucking that thing into orbit.
Oh
I
yeah,
threw a
so
drill
you
charge.
can
I threw a
basically
drill charge and just went to space.
That's how it
You
feels.
could-
That's how it feels.
really does. Especially with you on, like, people on the quad. Oh my god, on the quad, just flying. It was
John F. Kennedy
Felipe
went to
doing
space.
that. Yeah, he did. JFK went to space on a quad.
What kind of... What,
Not
what you
because
doing?
it was
Are we in the
easy,
moon?
but
Easter
because it
egg
was a quad.
right now? Is that what we're talking about? Sorry, zombies reference.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You know, I really
My
wanted to
waist
play
tracker
Moon, but I
just
never.
freaked out.
What?
Welcome
What?
to trying to track
Why are
yourself
you-
while you're sitting in a chair.
Why are you eating that glue?
Oh, that's our editor.
I'm not eating glue.
We imprisoned him
This is
eternally
our
in
editor.
that glue bottle for his sins.
So, silly question, but is it actually glue in that bottle?
Oh no, you can sniff it and find out.
Oh no!
Zombie.
I don't
Of
think
course,
I
you have
will.
to get to it before zombie does.
It doesn't even have pants.
The slightly unvirgined glue.
What is he unzipping?
Why is this glue yellow?
Holy fuck. I'm coming.
No. Oh god, getting back to that game mode real quick. There's also a fun thing that those grenades that you can throw
Oh, that's
indefinitely.
another.
Well, it turns out they don't do damage to you, and you can use them to just propel yourself into space. Also, incendiary rounds will fly you into the air, and you will die a painful death because you're literally just a floating target.
I can't
There's-
self-revive. I can't
Congratulations.
self-revive.
This playlist is out for less than 24 hours, and there's already a meta.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it's
Why
incendiary
am I
or
on
thermite
fire?
rounds. That's the
Why
thing.
am I in space?
Why am I on fire? Why am I in space? That makes
Become
no
a rocket.
sense. There's no oxygen in space.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. Not in Warzone.
Technically, there is oxygen. There's just one atom of oxygen for every 500 million cubic kilometers. What the fuck is a kilometer?
We don't speak kilometer.
I don't speak kilometers.
Yeah, zombie, you gotta join us for some Ready or Not and COD sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, he's here for the podcast, but he's not here for any other activities.
You gotta be inducted into the cult.
Become the
Wow,
goon.
You will be
The
inducted
Goon
into the cult
Squad.
of fucking idiots.
Soon.
Shit.
Soon TM.
We just start speaking in fucking tongues.
Like, I literally just started speaking in a tongue earlier in a multiplayer game in hardcore, and I just got smited. I literally just died at the beginning of the match.
We win or lose a match, 6 of us just screaming into the ending round microphone.
The goons! The
Yeah,
goons! The
we need to
goons,
assert our
the goons.
dominance on shipment 24/7 lobbies.
Oh my god.
The Goon
Ah,
Squad.
yes, I
is
shut
it
my
a
brain
cult
off.
or is it a cult? No one will ever know because there's no witnesses.
I need that in the lore.
Make a submission. I'll get around to it in 2 to 3 business months.
If you dig into it, you might as well start with a shovel.
Oh god, I have to make the. Oh god, the fact that we have official lore is fucking great. I love this.
But you need to start
Who
posting
knew that writing
it.
should?
You haven't posted
I will
it.
post it. I just need to edit it. I want it to be like a lot of you guys things because I can make my own lore, but I'm
also an asshole.
Edit the lore.
What?
He's not the he's
God.
not the
I
lore
will edit the
editor.
lore.
He's the lore editor. I thought you were
will.
talking to the glue bottle.
I was talking to the glue bottle.
The glue bottle
Submitted stealth lore earlier. Shit, I need to edit that too.
God damn it.
They don't see this, but I have my head buried in the desk.
Oh yeah, is it a roll lock part of the server? Like you can only see it if you want to see it type thing?
No, I think it's just you should just be able to see it.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I gotta do it because you submitted the origins of it, which.
Yeah, it's just gotta be edited because
Probably make it.
I used an advanced like story generator thing.
Oh, you used the AI for it. I was reading. I'm like, wait, this is Diamond Dogs.
Yeah, zombie. Where do you want to fit into the lore? The clinically insane, artificially intelligent human hybrid.
What's
Just
gonna
means,
happen?
okay, he doesn't want to be part of it.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so apparently that's what that room goes to.
So,
That door.
How'd you unzip? You don't even have pants.
That door opens
Women
when we start
beater.
the
Got it.
podcast, and I have never been in there.
Finish him, Daddy.
Ow! Dick!
Why?
This happens at least once a podcast.
Hey,
You.
shut your mouth.
No, I will not take this abuse. This is a hostile work environment.
Oh, oh.
Oh. Dude,
Oh god.
You're not
You're
working.
being
You're not
strapped
being
to
paid.
you think you'll actually
What?
join for some game stuff at some point? You're off work.
See, viewers, this is actual peer pressure and work.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, now you're just asserting dominance. Okay.
Listen,
Ugh.
it's called peer pressure. Doesn't matter how you pressure.
You'll see in Soviet Russia is not peer pressure, because government is peer. I mean, there's government
It's not peer pressure. It's called a Makarov.
He is correct, unless, of course, they do not have Makarov because budget cuts, in which case Tokarev works too.
In which case, Tokarev.
But do I need?
In which,
Don't need
case,
to remind
in which case, SKS or Pepper Hunter works just as fine.
Remember, if you have
More than 5 political dissidents, you are legally allowed to use AK-47.
if you have more than 50 political dissidents,
Then you can use PKM. If you have more than 100 political dissidents, in which case, start distributing squads, because your name is Stalin. If you have more than 1,000 political dissidents, in which case you are probably solicitous and complicit in their crimes and probably making them dissidents yourself. In which case, please come with KGB officer and go behind shit. He's dead. Excuse me, sir. You have 1 free bread. Come with me behind shed.
And then there's Zombie. He's dead.
He dead.
Well, he is already dead. He was political dissident. He did not figure out.
Oh.
Okay. God damn it. So goons start talking communism because I like putting on that accent too much.
No, nobody should ever say it. Ever. Alright, look at the
say it.
camera. Yell it out there.
Jesus. Oh god.
I help
The
you.
man with the soundboard.
That's why I was saying an AI.
Hell yeah.
Enhanced human. That just has the
Enhanced human.
world's history worth of memes and audio clips at his disposal.
Well, technically, you are actually a cyber. You are a cyborg.
No, these upgrades y'all never stood a chance.
I must cut audio for a second. I'm making new AI. Give me a second.
Oh, please.
I, for
please,
one,
take
welcome
your
our new
time.
robot overlords. What?
What?
I will move to other room.
What?
Be right back. You continue.
Sorry, I
Just
figured.
to walk away.
What other games
Just to
did you
walk.
guys want to do? Because we have like 3-4 days free in the week. I can't do Sundays, but
I like to abduct
I
people
just
for
want to
Foxhole.
finish the battle pass because I really want that Hemlock skin.
it's fire.
So how is that unlock? Because I picked
Uh,
it up more
amazing.
and never
Best
got to
gun in
shoot
the
it.
game.
God damn it! Of course it's locked behind.
First off, listen. You have 2 calibers of a choice for you. You have your typical 5.56, faster fire rate, with less damage. Then you have 300 blackout. Slower fire rate, more recoil, more damage. They're also subsonic, which means there's no enemy skulls. Which means they don't even know where they died.
Oh. So that's how that works.
It's good.
That reminds me.
It's really good. Also, the 300 blackout armor piercing. It's
Looks cool
straight up
as shit.
green casings with the fucking black rounds in it. Like, you know you're fucked when you're being shot by that.
Yo, dogs, you heard the green tips? Now I gave
Hey.
you green cases.
Everybody's gangsta till the casings aren't bronze.
Oh, that's just the SIG. That's just a certified SIG spear moment.
Certified SIG moment. I hope they add that into the game. That thing would be baller.
What, the SIG?
You know what they
Yeah.
need to add to the game?
Would it be under a battle rifle? Well,
Yeah, most likely.
The 5.7.
yes, you need to have your bonus damage to poor people.
I already have a primary that does that. Why can't I have a secondary? Then I would have
Oh, yeah, you gotta-
30% damage against poor people.
You gotta go the full FN all in PDW. I can penetrate body armor out to 500 yards. Might not kill the person, but it penetrates.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. Let's see. 5.7. Yeah, 5.7 was designed to do more damage if you're wearing body armor. Because otherwise, it tends to go right through you without doing that
Oh
much.
no, I think my waist. Oh, my waist is back. Don't try and track your body in a chair, kids.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. But I don't know how people.
It would be better if I didn't have armrests, but I have armrests.
Aha,
I
see,
don't know how
my
people-
armrests
I
have
need-
holes in them.
I need advice as how people
My
like
armrests
sit in
do
VR
too,
and do.
it doesn't
and just
matter.
do shit, because like if I'm in a chair anywhere in my room, it's shit tracking. I might just need like a third base station. I don't know.
Could you get more
Well, see,
lighthouses?
my room is tiny.
Yeah.
You can run more than 2 lighthouses, but it's really not going to make a huge difference unless it's just covering more blind spots for you. Adding more trackers to your setup is just to cover more area, so to speak. It doesn't really make it any better. It
Okay,
just
so
helps
yeah,
fill
just-
blind spots, and say if you're like filling a room this size, it lets your actual setup actually see you.
Yeah, okay. I would
So
end
say
up
like
in the corner.
if you have one up in the corner there and one up in the corner all the way over there, in the
You're
center
not
is
gonna
where
have
it's
great
gonna
tracking
start.
in the
Yeah. So you're probably gonna want 1 to 2 to fill these side walls too.
Yeah.
And you don't even need them on this side, seeing as there isn't even a wall. You could just do 2 there, and at least it would be able to still see you.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't know too much about that. Of course, I always end up in the corner of my room anyway.
Yeah.
Just the size of the room is how long it takes for me to get there. What I really need is
Yeah,
a treadmill.
My room is tiny. Having the treadmill would be great, but also I just want a bigger room in general.
That's fair.
Like I would
Can I have
love
a-
to be able to have a big room that can also be my bedroom, but I can just have VR.
Actually, I got a 2-bedroom apartment. One of them is my actual bedroom. The other one's an office, and it's basically my VR room. It's great.
Yeah.
I
Problem
punched
for
most
me
of my
is
walls
the-
already.
The area I have is tiny, and because of stuff that's like on the floor, I have those blind spots for my feet.
Nah.
And also, my
Full
desk
version.
is massive. It's like an L-shaped desk, so it's huge.
Oh.
Like my arms are on it right now, and
they're
it's
so
all
nice to
behind
have.
me. They are
Oh,
really
shit.
nice to have, but it's extremely inconvenient for VR because my one base station is actually sitting on top of the desk on a hutch I have.
Oh shit.
And then my other one's in a tripod right where Valeric is.
Yeah, mine.
Yeah, I got two on tripods. One's
My base station's like on a tripod right where the bottle is.
It's right there.
No, the bottle.
It's right here.
Yeah,
Right there.
Right there. It's like all the way up there so I can see over my monitors, and my second one is like, oh, where is it? It's like at the door to the other room. Disaster is like way back there.
What,
all the way up.
said it's up
well. Yeah, go and put it on there, Camp.
Yeah, you're up there. It's like right
Are you
Yeah,
ascending?
next to your hand.
A little bit higher?
No, you're up there.
Oh, yeah.
Zombie? I don't know where
Well,
zombie
welcome
is.
back to the ground.
Thank you. Sorry, I was testing out some more moon physics.
Moon physics, yes, for the next Call of Duty April Fool's event. Speaking of, I think like
Oh god.
there's a lot of people saying that they're gonna stop playing Warzone. If you just get people that are fun and just me to play with, you guys will do good and have fun. It's I don't know. Like I think you guys are trying to.
Well,
play
everything's
Warzone.
fun with
If
friends,
I
including
keep
eating shit.
doing good, I'm just gonna get too competitive and then I'm gonna get frustrated with it. But that's the same for any game like that.
But here's the good part.
But
It could be worse. We could be playing Rainbow Six.
So the problem for me, oh my gosh! But Siege was amazing back like a couple years ago.
Back
It was
in the
amazing.
day.
And then they just keep adding more and more random shit that
Make a
doesn't
second
make
game,
sense.
make it more realistic, more tactical. Come on, Siege, you missed out on the fucking margin you're shooting for.
And,
Seriously.
Nah,
and not
best
only
I can
that,
do
but
is-
they wanna fill it with 100 operators, 50 defenders, and 50 attackers. But yet they're already recycling gadgets. They're just taking two other operators' gadgets and throwing them together and saying, "Here you go. There's that."
And then going, why
What
am I gonna
happened to the
use
game
original
development?
operator?
What happened to game development? Like, what happened to all the innovation?
Because then
and
the
shit?
original operators are almost obsolete at that point. And it more often than not, the fucking new operators have better weapons anyway. Because at this point, they're recycling weapons. They're barely even adding new weapons.
They've
and they're just
recycled
getting
weapons.
the
to
good
fucking
weapons.
Third person.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just at
I
this
know you
point a
keep-
cycle that I don't like. It's just there's too much, and it's too much of the same. But then they're also adding these ridiculous things that just fill the area you have to get into more and more. Like granted, I haven't seen it in forever, but when I stopped playing, it was just becoming more and more fucking defender sided. Like it was just harder and harder to be an attacker.
You know what's really funny?
In real life statistics, usually the advantage you want to shoot for when assaulting a position is a 3-to-1 manpower advantage.
Yeah.
So it is really hard to. Defenders have an inherent advantage in.
Pretty much all cases. So it's really hard to make it 50-50.
And they have their things that are to be disadvantages, right? Like they only have SMGs, or so you
Yeah.
think.
Low damage, high accuracy.
Because now they're adding operators that have assault rifles on defense and DMRs on
Get me
defense.
started on some of the shotguns.
Oh yeah, I forgot the slug shotgun. Totally not a DMR. And then
The
there's-
thing is
Okay,
Low
you know who
damage.
Rooney is? She's a defense operator. She has the Mark 14 EBR
of course
that Dokaibi has. It's literally a DMR that's a fucking laser rifle because it has no recoil.
I
To a
stopped-
defender.
I stopped
And she
playing-
can put a magnified. I think she can put a 1.5 on it.
we stopped playing when Master Killer stopped playing, pretty much.
Yeah, Guardian.
Because we all played as a team for a while, and then I think like everyone just rage quit once and just never came back.
Yeah.
Because
There's gotta be a different. I mean, I've heard something is in the works that might outperform Siege, but we'll have to wait and see.
we'll find out.
And it's in VR.
Oh, hopefully.
They're trying to make a
Because I
VR
know-
Rainbow
see-
Six Siege, but it's gonna be more tactical and shit. Which I'm hoping is more onward-based physics than Pavlov. I have something inherently
Yo,
against
Pavlov
Pavlov's
feels-
stuff. It's watered down.
Pavlov's
Pavlov is more
fun,
arcadey.
But
Pavlov
its
is.
gunplay kind of.
I know it was originally supposed to be like a CS:GO but for VR, but it's really just more of a COD. It's much more of a COD arcade style with CS:GO functions, like the way you actually buy your weapons and stuff is literally the same,
buying weapons.
gear wheel.
And it's,
And
the guns
what
don't
was I
feel
gonna
good. to
say?
shoot.
They're
Sorry.
all right. They're better than some games, but you want to
That's
one
fair.
major problem I have with Onward 2, when they added it to Quest, they downgraded the models for PC.
They still have
Oh,
that.
yeah, I forgot
They still have the
completely
update prior to
destroyed
that
the
in the
shit out of
betas, though. And that's
They
that's
have
like
the
best
update prior to
update.
that in the betas, but the problem, true, but the problem there is then they just keep updating it, and then you might not even be able to find players in those previous
They need to
updates. It's
do-
gonna be
They need to do what VR chat
Cryptic,
does,
can you go
where
sit next
you can
to,
just do.
Valak real quick? I'll get a better camera angle.
Yeah.
There you go.
you sit next to the boy.
But
Come here.
what's I
Camera's
saying?
over here.
They got to do. It is there, right where I'm pointing.
Yeah. But
But
what do they have to do?
where was I? They gotta do what VR chat does, because they can do. There's two layers. There's the PC layer, then the Quest layer, and the players can exist on both at the same time depending on their systems. Welcome back.
I literally just.
Just change it back. I gave you the best setup to do this with. Just change it back. Don't. I thought you had a gun. For reference, no, he does not. But I thought.
What? I do have guns. Fuck you.
I thought you added one to that model. I
He
was like,
does
wait,
have
what?
guns.
When
He
you-
has a lefty
Maybe.
and righty.
I'm gonna add a jar of leeches I can throw at people.
You should. That'd be hilarious. What's up, zombie?
But
So, what were we saying? Oh yeah, Pavlov. Well, no, Onwards. Yeah, when they added this thing for freaking Quest, they downgraded the models for any other version. Granted, they did change that because of feedback. They made them better, but they didn't make them what they were, and that's still the issue. Is like
Yeah, they need to.
they still
need to
made
do
it
what
like they kind of made it separate for PC, kind of like you were saying for VR chat, but it still wasn't what it was.
Yeah, it's watered down. They need to just. Here's
It's-
all the full.
they
plus
basically
graphics
just-
you want for immersion, and then just be like, yo.
It was
you guys
just a
can exist on
sellout
the-
for meta.
They just gotta do what VR chat's doing, because VR chat has all these investors for social companies, and I don't know all the specifics about it,
Yeah.
but they have investors. They did the perfect system because
Well-
the Quest has its barriers, and they can still play with on. Well, they gotta play on Quest Worlds, but PC players can play on Quest Worlds, etc. Like you can go in between.
Yeah, it's like
but
you can go back
onward,
and
it's like,
forth,
oh
you
yeah,
know?
you all are
It's
stuck on this shit
cross-platform.
level of quality. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, honestly, it just sounds like they should be treating Quest as like I know it's a small community, so it's harder to deal with. In
No,
terms
it's not
of that
though.
cases.
That's the thing. The problem there, actually, Quest is the bigger community because
That's what
it's
that- yeah, no,
much
that's why
cheaper
they
and easier to get
started
into. Oh, are you talking about the PC VR though? Because yeah,
no,
the
I'm
Quest community
talking
is
about
much
just the
bigger.
VR community in general.
Oh yeah, it is a small industry.
Base wise, yeah, there's not many, so they can't do the console and PC thing where they can just straight up because Quest is
Yeah.
pretty much console. It's the console VR. It's all in one system that you plug and play with compared to the PC system. So I can see why they might not want to segregate the user base, but
The difference between a PlayStation 3 and a PC at that time was
night and day, you really couldn't have the crossover.
Yeah.
And still,
Yeah,
you're
no,
having a
I-
hard time with
Especially
interlink.
for anything competitive, it just wouldn't be fair.
Yeah. So what they should
segregate the user bases PC VR and Quest, which
For Onward though, you don't have to do that. It could be just like Call of Duty, because now Call of Duty has crossplay. It's had that for what, since 2019? Then they started doing that. So
What was
it's
before 2019 event?
Black
Infinite
Black Ops. Wait, no.
no
Modern Warfare
Cold
2019.
War came
and it was
after.
Cold War. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
then
figure
it
out what came
was
before
some
2019.
game we don't talk about.
Black Ops 4.
Whichever one,
No.
they didn't have crossplay, and then 2019 added crossplay, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, here we go, sweet. And they rebooted the
Yeah.
they did a lot of different systems, like, cool. Everyone's like, I don't know about
2019 is
2019
honestly
was
a
great.
masterpiece.
Yeah, 2019 was amazing. Modern
Except for
Warfare
the
2 is
120
like,
gigabyte file download.
Modern Warfare 2 is like,
What, Modern Warfare 2?
guys, you have 5,000 developers. Yeah, you put in an April Fool's thing and you can't fix some of the most basic problems with the game, and you're more focused on microtransactions and actually getting more content into multiplayer and in Warzone. Like, you're focused on microtransactions and Warzones only. It's like, Like, you do get an advantage, like, I'll be honest, you do get an advantage if you buy multiplayer, because you can just grind out all the weapons, you'll have attachments, you can get your custom guns whenever you want, but, like...
Yeah,
I don't
and multiplayer
Especially
is so
when
much
you have
fucking fun.
shipment 24/7 and like shoot house
Double
24/7.
XP weekend.
Yeah.
Double XP on shipment with a game of domination, and literally we have 3 people on the leaderboard running up 100 plus kills a game.
Yeah. 60 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go bad. That multiplayer is really fun. I regret nothing about that purchase. Obviously, you want to play
It's
Foxhole
fun.
because there's no microtransactions. There's only pain.
There's only pain.
It's great time.
There's a new one that came out. I think it's Operation Harsh Doorstep. It's a free-to-play shooter that kind of plays more like your Squad or like your what's the other one? It's just like Squad but World War II, whatever. It plays like that.
Yeah.
Where it's a more realistic, large-scale warfare. Free to play. There's like, I don't think there's any progression. It's just you have access to everything.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
Yes,
it's just
I was
like
playing-
it's just about the gameplay instead of just progression. Which is it's refreshing. Because everything's so much about like progression. Like even games like I don't know if Squad has any, but it's
I can ask it. I got a couple.
a
People
lot
in,
of those
Discord
games
go
do
on.
nowadays even.
Oh, it's easy to get the lizard brain going.
What do you think?
Yeah.
It definitely is easier, just because it gives you a tangible number to look at, like, hey, how am I progressing, rather than the minuscule,
But-
oh yeah, I'm getting better type thing, which you only really notice when you run up 20 kills in one game and not get shot because you know everything.
Yeah.
It's a user engagement measure, which is unfortunate, but I can understand it.
What do you think, Zombie, about the current status of like shooters and other games? If you're with us.
Virtual reality is a very interesting area. The only problem with it is because we don't need these damn kids on the platform.
All right, Joshua Graham, thank you very
Whoa!
much.
I did not expect that. Yeah, the kids.
Wait, you didn't
I
expect
think-
Joshua Graham?
No, I didn't. I think kids should definitely like
He's everyone's favorite Mormon.
back off a bit because it's like there's so much
Isn't there a minimum age
inline
requirement?
potential. Kind of, yeah, but no one like checks it. Honestly.
Okay, it's so loose, it's BS.
Yeah, but virtual reality has all this ingrown potential to be as realistic and just like as I don't know, I can't think of the word, like gritty, just gross, gory shit. If you want, I don't know.
More fun. Yeah,
And just
a lot of fun.
yeah, like you can do whatever you
Immersive.
want with it. And then there's the meta with like, oh yeah, you get this for your kids, and everyone's like, oh now we gotta dumb down our game and we gotta do this, that, and the other thing. It's just like.
Well, now an 8-year-old.
Put the kids, if they're below teenager, put them in a fucking separate bracket. Don't put them on fucking this game like in public lobbies. Dude.
So that is-
terrible.
That's one area one thing that is nice about VR chat is you have the option to never even go to a Quest world, because the problem is there's obviously Quest is where most of the kids come into the game.
Yeah,
And here
it's
at
cheap
least
in
you
there.
you could just go to PC only and never have to deal with children.
Yeah, but like
Like there's literally you'll rarely find children.
there's VR arcades. If you want your kids to experience VR, maybe get interested in the field or start coding or making VR stuff. Because don't get me wrong, it's going to be and is a massive industry. It's just like don't buy them a headset. Like there's specific things on the website that says, hey,
It is a
you know, there's an
massively
age thing for
growing
this.
industry.
Oh yeah.
I just want
It's
to shove
growing
something on my
rapidly.
kid's
Have you
face.
seen some of the stuff they're coming out with now? Like haptic glove controllers are literally like right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
literally
good
about ready to
that.
be sold, mass production. Like
That's
Hey,
the thing with me for the index controllers, because I know how good they are. The problem is, is this feels like a very cumbersome solution for something I could do similarly by just taping the crescent strap to just individual digits in a glove.
yeah,
How would you
achieve kind of the
interact?
same
How would
effect.
you interact with movement then?
What, with moving things out? Well, you're
Moving your
So
actual
tracking
that's-
band
character.
is this.
Yeah.
that is
What,
the one
individual
issue when it comes to the glove controllers. And I think they have solutions. Like a lot of it is just doing gestures in order to control it, basically. Like you can essentially move your thumb like you're using a joystick. I think it's literally like if you use a thumbs up and just curl your thumb, I think you can kind of like virtually have a joystick to move around. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but honestly it should be for those gloves because that would be kind of intuitive.
Yeah.
You can also rig controls in other areas of the hands. You don't necessarily.
There's also,
need to do
I think there's also like you just touch like your fingers to your palm to do some other stuff as well.
Yeah.
It's like
There's
it's just
multiple ways
virtual
to skin
buttons
this cat.
essentially.
Yeah.
There's ways to work around it. It's just has to be figured out in a
Or
way
just go
that it
full
can be very
Nintendo Power
intuitive.
Yeah. We definitely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean that that would be interesting.
We gotta get back on that Electronauts grind. That shit's so fun. I just wish there was like mods for it. There's another game coming out. But...
I don't know what to tell you guys.
I don't know that voice. Who is that?
Half-Life 2 Citizen.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! It is.
Yes, dude, that's great. But
Okay, you two had the same identical.
the laugh, yeah.
What?
This motherfucker is a fucking failure.
What?
What have you been playing though?
You told me something I already knew. What?
I'm asking what's
I'll
on.
dump
I
you out
found
of
the
the
site
back
to
of
do
C5.
the AI voices, so this will be interesting and dangerous with this power I have unlocked.
Oh no.
I literally also have Donald Trump.
Oh god.
I'm not gonna pull it out, but I could.
Okay, at one of these times, you know what? Next April
But the
Fools, we'll
wait,
just
are
have
you
all
using the
four
one
of
where
us
you type
speaking
it in?
AI Donald Trump. What?
Oh, I was asking him if he's using the one where you have to type it in and then it speaks it out. I have one where it'll just do it over my voice. Like I speak and then
Yeah, I
it puts
have
Donald Trump on my voice. Yeah, voice.ai.
That stuff's wild.
It
man.
works decently well, actually. All you have to do is set it up properly, and it works extremely well. And honestly, that shit's scary. Because the problem with that, you can literally sing with it. You can literally just make these AIs sing as well. You don't even have to do it, but you could sing as someone else. You could literally make yourself a celebrity, and you could make something that isn't even actually them.
God, I just
Like if I wanted to, I could make a new Billie Eilish song as her voice,
yeah, but then it's like.
and it could be country. It wouldn't even be Billie Eilish, but it would be her voice.
My brain went to a completely different spot with that.
Get your head out of the gutter. That's
my head
also
is
a
the
problem
gutter.
already being discussed.
My head is the gutter. You cannot take it out of it.
AI is definitely part of the future, though. Virtual reality, all XR, AR, all that,
I, for one,
beginning letter R stuff is definitely going to be the future, and AI is. But
See,
yeah, there's
now
there's
they
gonna
can make the 10-pound brick on my head slightly lighter. That'd be great.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, AI, make this 10-pound brick on my head lighter.
Actually, AI in design is actually a really big thing because
Yeah.
we've started to reach a point where things knowledge is getting so specialized and so specific that teams of people involved are that could have been much smaller are still like 20, and you'll still get a bunch of communication issues. So the minute we
And the
can get a
problem there,
general
too,
AI that
is-
can understand multiple fields at once, we'll get better designs.
Yeah, and like the problem there too is an AI can learn so much faster, and it can you could just basically have it research. It can figure out things that you wouldn't even realize could be possible.
Yeah, like me the other day, an AI could have read, those 300-page technical documents, much faster than the 8 hours it took me.
Yeah, exactly.
and then it could just be like, here's
Like,
three
you could
paragraphs on
spend 2
everything
weeks-
important you need to know, and this is what you should present on. It's crazy.
You could spend 4 years of your life in college for a very specific degree, then finally get the job for said degree, spend 2 weeks to a month in training, and then an AI could have just done that in less than an hour.
The great side is...
Yeah, I have the typing AI
jobs-
one. I never heard of that other one before, Crimson.
Oh yeah, it's called voice.ai. You should look it up. It's pretty great.
That one almost sounds like you. Kind of.
I don't even know what he sounds like anymore. I've heard his voice before in Discord, but I just don't even remember it. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. We don't want to throw her out.
Any new musical interests,
Anything that could be
Zombie?
incriminating.
Anything new on the landscape of music, or anything interesting you found? So I've been starting to, this while you're typing this out, I'll say this, like I've been delving more into like why I like the music I like, and like just the different sounds of the bands I like AC/DC, Black Sabbath, stuff like that. I really like that kind of doom, like it's not doom like the video game metal, but the genre is called doom metal, where it's like end of the world type shit, and it's just like hard.
Yeah,
just,
same
like,
as always.
Same as always, yeah. Any new songs you're interested in or anything? Yeah, but like just the doom, like the dark and gritty sound. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's mainly in classic hard rock, AC/DC, you know, like Black Sabbath. I've seen
that kind of
AC/DC, Guns N' Roses live before. AC/DC was a blast back in 2016. The one thing I'm worried about most in concerts is them not like them down pitching. Because these older bands, like, the guys can't sing as high anymore, obviously, because they're like 60, 70 years old.
Yeah, they'll tear out their throat. Which
Here's
is a
the
real
thing, though. Brian Johnson was out because he was getting his ear, like, his hearing fixed. I think he went deaf, but he's technically back, so he released a new album over the pandemic. And it's like, oh yeah, our backup singer for this concert is going to be Axl fucking Rose. And they just performed at...
I put two of them in the media channel of the DVT.
Media channel? Yeah, we can listen.
No, got it.
Two of what he's listening. Oh no.
That might run to the restroom.
What is he listening to?
Those, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I drank that.
Earmuff mode? What the heck is the earmuff mode, huh?
I think it like isolates you. Kinda. Something along those lines. Yeah.
Where'd you put
it? Share media.
Share media?
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, that's the songs that we put up earlier, right?
Yeah.
Or currently Goons Media. Wait, no, wrong one.
We are the Goons. The Goons.
God, what a bunch of fucking idiots. Share Media DVD. There we go.
What are the Goons doing? I don't know. They're just gooning.
Being nerds! Oh, that video's set to privates? Is that Norman Bates? It is. But, yeah, it's weird with music, because I kind of fell into a genre myself, and I never... Oh god, what happened? Why is he dead?
He's dead.
What did you do to him, Crimson?
He's dead. What the fuck? Wake the fuck up!
Oh god.
Kick him. It'll be fine. It wakes them up every time.
I was about to... Oh god.
I don't know where my chair is now.
Unless you kick him in the head, in which case they don't wake up.
Oh, I found it. Well, I mean, who knows if it'll wake up? Why is the editor upside down?
Why isn't the editor upside down? Hey!
Hey.
Good.
So this is the first one in the list. The second one in the list is registered private. All right, everybody ready?
Yep. Sounds good. I think I'm unmuted.
All right, and we are fucking there.
I'm gonna turn that back up.
It might just start also.
Bro, okay. So we're listening to some almost liminal space vibe.
He looks sad. Why is he so sad?
He's always said.
Why is he sad?
I don't know, I'm trying to listen.
Let's keep talking while having this in the background.
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm up for that. Well, very quiet.
Yeah, there wouldn't be much going on otherwise.
Well, yeah.
Now,
you
the
can't
topic we do need to talk about is the apocalypse. Who in society would be the first ones to start a cult? In my opinion, it would be the vegans.
The goons.
Vegans.
The vegans are already a cult. Next question.
In technicality, yes, they are called.
Oh god.
I hope my roommate
Almost
doesn't
like the
watch
goons
this.
are. We're putting all jokes aside.
Yeah,
be
no,
the
I think
cult?
cannibalists, vegans, probably like this might be shaky, but I think military contract, like not military contractors, like the hired PMC groups or whatever.
I have a hot take.
Go for it.
I would totally eat a person.
Why? Give me a reasoning why you would want to do that.
Well, if I found them, they were already dead. See, okay, I wouldn't hunt down a person and eat them.
Because you have food
But if
already,
I found
yes.
one, and if it was in a situation where, okay, food might be an issue, I would totally eat a person.
Yeah.
Just don't eat their brain. You won't get a prion if you don't eat their brain, and just cook it correctly.
Yeah.
Apparently, it tastes like pork.
But it wouldn't be very nutritious.
Concerned that you know that.
What?
There's a lot of information from cannibals about what people taste like. We're talking about the internet here. It's not like there's literally everything on the internet.
For people. So the euphemism for eating a person is eating the long pork, because apparently we taste like pork.
So, oh man.
Weird.
There was
I would eat a person.
That reminds me, but there's like some group. It's basically like
it was the end of the
these
world.
cannibals, but
Yeah, let's go with that. See, this is moments like these where you don't know if I'm actually joking.
And this is why you're a contrarian
guys, it's just
asshole.
in game, guys, in game.
What?
In game. It's just in game.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft, yeah.
In Minecraft.
Although rotten flesh in Minecraft sucks to eat.
Of course, ideally.
Well,
if you
maybe
eat
it's
person,
because
it
it's
wouldn't be
rotten.
I've eaten rotten meat
Well,
before.
shit.
Just gotta cook it right.
Well, shit.
Well,
doesn't taste good.
shit.
Hey, see,
The last person I ate was zombie. That's why he's a skeleton.
he got away before I can turn him into soup.
Soup.
Oh no.
How the fuck does a skeleton unzip?
The bone.
He unzips his ribcage.
It doesn't even have muscle.
Hold on. See, because I ate it.
Is that fucking man?
Must be chewy.
You fell into that one.
Well, the cartilage is pretty
Yeah,
chewy.
I did. What would you guys do in a
What?
The
apocalyptic
cartilage would be
situation?
soft.
But besides eating people?
Yeah, like what's your game plan?
Oh, fuck if I know.
Besides eating people, what's your game plan?
Eat more people.
Let's start with zombie then. Well, you gotta type it out. I think like I have a lot of places I could go. So if like the nukes were to go off, I could definitely like. I'm somewhat okay because I'm in a basement, but I would need to get out of this city as soon as possible because they would definitely nuke. They would definitely nuke Philadelphia. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah. No, I am.
The main thing is like,
I would nuke Philadelphia now.
The initial like explosion would be fine. Radiate. I need to get out of here as soon as possible. After that, I'm in a basement, so it's obviously it's air detonated. There's going to be destruction upon buildings. Like if I'm not crushed by my fucking roommates above me, I would definitely try and get out of here as soon as possible. Just get away. Or if I knew they were coming, I would go back to my parents' place because they're right across the bridge, and then we would definitely go somewhere. Like they definitely have a contingency thing. But I mean, I don't think like things look dire, but I don't think it's gonna come to that anytime soon. Anyway,
I don't think anything looks dire. To be quite honest, this thing's just the same shit, different year.
yeah, I mean maybe.
Try not to die before I meet my friends and not die a fucking virgin.
Yeah, fair.
I don't even know what I would do.
I'm getting atomized.
See, the problem is
accepted it.
I have a basement too. You want to know the problem with my basement?
What's that?
It has real life's version of rad roaches. Have you ever heard of spider crickets?
Oh, those things are fucking huge.
No, I don't want to.
They're terrifying.
I don't want to
my
know
God.
what they are.
Okay. They're giant fucking crickets that look like spiders.
They have fucking long ass legs.
Yeah.
It's like house centipedes.
And
they're just fucking. Ugh.
They fun fact, they will literally eat the corpses of each other.
Wild.
Like
me.
They don't fucking care. They are literally cannibalistic. We actually found a way, like one way to fucking get rid of them, at least to kill them, is we just leave a bucket
Full of water down there. They jump into the water, die, then more proceed to jump into the bucket because they want to eat the dead bodies.
So you will literally see
fucking dilapidated corpses inside of this bucket of just these little fucking disgusting, terrifying little insects. Not even little. They're fucking big for no real reason.
And they're cannibals.
Yeah,
Why the fuck
and they're
not?
cannibals. Because why the fuck not?
My God was on a drunken
They're
creation spree for that.
horrific. Look it up if you want. I
No,
dare
fuck
you.
No.
I was about to say I'm about to post it. In the
I'll
Discord.
bring
You
one.
can
I'll
get a
bring
choice.
one. Hey, I'll bring one with me the next time. You know, when I come and meet
I
you.
will. You have
I'll
an
put it in
XR.
a cute little
I have a
page, a little-
GT. My GT can go 28 miles an hour, and I know that. I am running away from you.
I
Plus
also
10
have a
efficient-
Raptor 250 I could take.
plus what? But yeah, I just don't want to see that.
I'll just put it. It'll be in a cute little box. It's okay. Alive or dead? Who will know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
not-
horrible.
Going back to music, because we've been listening to this to a little while now, I can imagine myself working on shit to this. Because it's like, I don't know, it's just like, it's not as EDM or dubstep-y. I don't like I used to listen to dubstep and stuff, but I was like, I just don't like the direction all this shit goes, because it's just recycled content constantly. It's always these same effects. This uses it, but it's smart when it uses it. Dude, it's how it sounds. It can just impose a vibe on you.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I love about music so much, because there's just all this diversity in which this music you hear it's just crazy. The human body, how it perceives sound, and how well we can perceive sound. And that sound can change our moods and help us work better or feel a certain way. It's just, I don't know. I'm just fascinated with music.
Speaking of changing moods,
one of my
check your,
favorite things to listen
check the general
to.
of DBT real quick.
Man's like, God damn it! You're gonna make me pull up Steam VR.
Hatred.
But one of my favorite things to listen to, I just realized we're in Las Vegas. I've been here before.
Yeah.
That's Caesar's Palace.
I've walked around inside of
Yeah,
that.
welcome to it was a random skybox.
It's Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
Oh god.
My mom actually grew up, like, she lived in Las Vegas for a while.
That's pretty sick.
And she came from Connecticut, went to Las
Oh, God,
Vegas,
my
and then
condolences.
eventually came back.
My condolences.
Well, no, she moved to Pennsylvania.
This is called
I'm in
Sigma.
Pennsylvania. Please help
also
me.
my
Sigma male.
condolences.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is called
What
Sigma
was
male
I
music.
saying?
Basically music to get inspired and for you to embrace your male masculinity since modern day society is not in the favor of
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, actually, one of my
Joshua
favorite things to listen to recently, which I guess at this point you could even call it a genre, is liminal space music.
Yeah, that off vibe
'Cause
shit where it's
there's
like,
just-
oh yeah, there's something around the
Yeah.
corner and you don't know what it is.
It
'cause it's
doesn't even
inhuman
have to be
and
off
alien.
vibe, though. That's the thing. It's just, like, not all of it is even off vibe, and a lot of it's, like,
Tell ghost stories, yeah.
newer music, or it's just older music that just fits in to the vibe. It's all in general is it's just a vibe of like isolation and just like being in that empty space, but you're always moving because, you know, liminal.
I gotta figure out how to do something because I thought about it. Now I can't get it out of my head. And
But
I
yeah,
can't
like
sing.
liminal space music has just been my favorite thing to listen to recently. I literally have, it's literally a Spotify playlist called Liminal Spaces or something like that. I forget. Let me actually look at it. It's great. I love it. It's a vibe. I don't know how I got addicted to it, but I did. What if I don't wanna? What if I just want to sit here and just...
Because I'm looking at Steam VR and I can still look at you in game and you'd be able to see it. Like, I have the menu in front of me right now. It's pretty cool. It's a new feature, I think. Well, not new, but newer in a sense. God, this game's old. But yeah, I had an idea for VR stuff. I don't want to say
Where
it.
even is that? Do I have to expand my settings?
I forget where it is. I'm not sure.
Probably have to expand my settings.
I had an idea with AI and virtual reality. And this mind is good
Would it
with
be
virtual
just
reality
AFK
stuff.
detection?
Yes.
What? Sorry.
What to
I missed
me?
that.
Or it's something with AR and virtual
Yes.
AI and virtual
Hey.
reality, but I can't. I don't
Speaking
want to
of
say it. 'Cause someone could
some
take the idea.
liminal space vibes, by the way. Here's a fucking great song for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I slipped between two vibes of high energy and absolutely depressed, so...
High energy, good energy. You gotta switch. Yeah, what's up?
There is also a thing called 243 hertz music. Music tuned to 432 hertz is softer and brighter, giving greater clarity, and it is easier on the ears. Many people experience more meditative and relaxing states of the body and mind when listening to music at 432 Hz. The natural musical pitch of the universe gives a more harmonic and pleasant sound than 440 Hz.
Fascinating.
Man's trying to drop
Joshua
some
Graham say
science
that
on
is
us.
very applicable.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Joshua Graham voice line just saying, you know, this like philosophical or like explaining this type of shit actually does sound perfect. That's why I'm using it more. I should just wait. Should I just? Is there a Joshua Graham world where I can get an avatar of him?
Probably.
Oh,
There's
man.
probably
This is
there's
VR
probably
chat.
one out there.
Let's see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, the
I'm
one-
just gonna see if I can find a world.
Okay.
I'm not leaving. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you're just gonna look for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
he might
look
have
around.
crashed.
But I'm
Nah,
just
he's
gonna
back.
see if there is.
But yeah.
I've never been one to crack open music and genres and really look into the guts of it and what certain things do, like I did with writing. That was always my brother's thing. He sees colors when he hears music. So it's interesting. But that was always my brother's things, and he always describes it in a bunch of different ways. And shit, did that end? Oh, shit,
Yeah.
it did.
I think so. He crashed. Unfortunately.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
he's
dead. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. My buddy, I don't want to say his name in case, you know, people are watching who know them, but him freshman and sophomore year, some of pre-junior year, because the college I go to is a 5-year system. This is year 6 for me. Rest in peace. He he played guitar, and I play bass. I love playing bass. It's just a pastime of mine. I'm trying to pick it up more. It's difficult because I can't. I can read trumpet sheet music and the notes for that, but I can't read sheet music for the. It's weird. But he explained to me one time because I was like, "How do you know this so well?" Like I don't think. Like he told me he didn't listen to a song we were playing, but he knew how to like improvise to it almost exactly. And he says to me, "I can see like the sound waves of what you're playing and what I'm hearing." And I'm just like, I want to be able to do that, dude. That sounds dope. Like you can literally just match anything.
That's a superpower.
It's a superpower. And I'm so
Yeah, it
pissed
really
because like
is.
we don't talk anymore because our paths diverge. So I'm just like, fuck, man. It's just like, oh god, yeah. But there's so many cool things people can do when they don't realize it because they're just trapped in this like, go to school, do this, get a job, retire. It's like you can do so much more in that time with your like, yeah, you gotta get the job because you know you can't survive without money in this world, which sucks. But I mean, I guess if you adopt a certain lifestyle, you can. But there's other paths, there's other options you can do, like explore what you're good at. Like, I wouldn't be here talking to y'all if I didn't experience virtual reality. Because my brain was like, I tried this at my buddy's house. Bored. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was a host for a while, and then he had to back out because of life. But he was like, yeah, try this thing. I got one. I'm like, dude, I'm so fascinated by this thing. And I tried it, and I got a headset, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And now I have the grades. I'm applied to a government contractor for a virtual reality job, and I'm just here like, I can make almost anything in VR. I'm working on avatars. I made the world that we stream in after we visited one, and I'm like, I can make this better for what we're doing. I just like the idea of virtual reality and bringing entertainment to people. Like, I don't know why. It's just the thing. Like, I want to see people entertained and happy. Like, just one of those things.
It's a fun time when you get to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Virtual reality, especially like your first exposure to it, is always just the most fascinating thing ever.
It's just literally, I don't know how to explain. It's just your mind explodes. That's pretty much it. Like, it doesn't hurt.
It really does.
There's so much stuff you could do. You could be anything you want. You could do anything you want. That's the appeal of virtual reality.
First put it on, the immediate notice is just like, it literally feels like it's just 3D. I can see anything. I can see how far away you are from me. I'm not looking at a flat screen in front of me.
My brain can perceive this microphone. The depth
it's an actual world.
Yeah.
Well, like, we were playing hide the other day with everybody else. And if anyone's ever played The Hidden before, or just played video games in general, you always know that people don't look up.
Yeah.
And suddenly, there he is. There he is. But back to it, when you're playing a flat screen game, you know, people just don't look up. So usually if you're above someone, they're not going to see you, and you can just shoot them in the goddamn head. Meanwhile, we're playing hide. The Hidden's above us. First thing we see is just, oh shit, there's somebody hanging out in that corner. And then you just pop up on them, and it's just like, it's like a completely different It's
literally the difference between dimensions. It's insane. It's like, have any of you seen, like, there's like these shorts on Instagram and YouTube of people making this art that goes into each other? Like, it's like the piece of art is here, and then it like zooms into like looking out of a window, and there's a whole town, and it's zooming out. It's literally like the difference between drawing on a piece of paper and drawing in the virtual world. It's crazy. It's just like, you're in a flat screen game, it's like, yeah, cool, I can run this out, whatever, and I know what's going on. But in a 3D game, like, you just have all these different dimensions you need to look at, like in a shooter, because there could be people like on that roof, but there's someone else there, but you could see both of them because you have a huge peripheral vision now, and you're not on a rail track.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why my favorite thing about VR shooters, just in general, is the fact that there's no abstraction for, like, quote-unquote hipfire.
Yeah.
Your accuracy is the same. The only reason you aimed out sights is so you can actually look down the goddamn sights and see where you're shooting at.
Yeah.
Everything else is just pure skill, which is hilarious because I have really good point shooting. I don't need to use the sights a lot just because I'm practiced, and it's really funny just because it's an actual skill. Like, it isn't some form of abstraction, and your accuracy is determined by your physical ability.
As crazy as it may sound, I mean, obviously, like real life skills will translate to virtual reality, but as crazy as it is, virtual reality skills can also just translate to real life.
Yeah.
Like, that training you get in shooters and stuff in virtual reality, believe it or not, can straight up make you a better shooter. That is why there's, like, literally pilots getting trained for the Air Force will go into flight simulators at points.
Yeah.
It's the same concept. Yeah, exactly. And it literally teaches you what to do. And it teaches you how to operate it, how it feels, and like, just imagine those flight sims with a virtual reality headset, because that would just add another level. You have that full depth perception. Everything is around you. You're actually there. It's like playing VTOL VR is essentially just a virtual reality flight simulator for fucking training at that point.
Yeah.
My big thing is H3 VR. You could pull one of 100 and something odd guns out of it, and they're all accurately modeled to how they're supposed to use it. You run through the drill in an M16 for a while, you know exactly what's going on with it. Or a couple other things. I'm like, yeah, that's how this feels.
Yeah. Yeah, to catch you up, Zombie, we're talking about like the difference between flat screen games and virtual reality and just how much more virtual reality can offer. That's where we're at right now. Joshua Graham.
By the way, you can just hear the typing.
It is what it is. But
there's nothing happening.
I'm just excited to.
Or so you think.
Virtual reality space, honestly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. God, my hands are sweaty. There we go.
See, they can only see
Fun
you.
fact.
They can't see me.
They can't. Yeah.
In the liminal space playlist on Spotify, there's a part of Resident Evil 4. It's part of the soundtrack.
Wild.
Called Serenity.
Yeah.
Which fits extremely well.
God, just the...
Meanwhile, I'm listening to Linkin Park.
And see, like that's the cool thing about that stuff is it's just like all these different songs that just fit in to the category.
It's a vibe, not a genre. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, because there are also people creating songs at this point for the purpose of having a liminal space vibe. It practically is a genre at this point.
No, you know that sounds like I gotta look this up.
It's literally just called Liminal on Spotify.
Liminal.
I don't think it's a curated playlist. I think it's just one that's everyone. It'll be the same for everyone. Also, I'm lagging. That's cool.
This world is very taxing.
It might be on my end. It might be
No, it's not that. It's because of me going in and out of Steam VR. It never works well on my computer for some reason.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
but virtual reality is still very much in its innocence. It will take years, maybe even decades, before we may get to the point of a SAO-type game with an exit button.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, with an exit button, please.
I like
so,
VR,
well, the
but I
first
don't
thing
like VR
they did
that
was
much.
make a SAO VR headset. It's literally just a VR headset with a brick of C4 attached to it.
Real. Any inspiring words to send us off, Mr. Graham?
One sec.
Sure. But yeah, I definitely don't want to be stuck in VR. Even though Elon Musk says, oh, video games will be indistinguishable from reality at some point soon in our lifetimes. And I'm like,
that'll be fun.
No, I don't want that. That sounds a little bit too trippy for my brain.
Crimson just went through his chair. He's got the table. I think you're losing hip tracking there. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, if everything's fine.
Quick fire round before Joshua Graham speaks. What game that isn't 2D would you like to see in VR?
Oh man. Shit.
Anyone.
Somebody else start.
A game that isn't 2D in VR, or is?
A game that is 2D that you would like to see in VR.
Core Keeper. It is a new survival game that I've been enjoying a lot.
Yeah.
It's early access. There's content still being added to it to flesh out the full game, obviously. But there's still a lot to do now. It's kind of like your Terraria Starbound style, essentially, but it's an isometric top-down. I've been enjoying it a lot.
Forza,
really? Yeah.
Dude,
They
all
have
the
dri-
other,
they have
all the
racing
other,
sims and
all the
stuff
other
like that.
virtual reality racing sims are track-based. I'm just saying an open-world VR racing sim would be dope. It would
That
be
is
dope.
absolutely true. The freaking power that I would need, though.
I mean,
Mr.
figure out-
3090 Ti in disguise.
That'd be fun though.
What about you?
You
Now
told
that
you
got
get
some
away with
ideas.
I'm torn between three myself. Give me a second. Because I'm torn between if I want something like Space Engineers, which would be really fucking trippy.
Oh man.
A stealth game like Splinter Cell Blacklist, like a full, like not just budget cuts, but more like in the vein of Blacklist, Splinter Cell Blacklist or Conviction, where you are like navigating around and stabbing people and doing that stuff, or a turn-based game like XCOM. Because I'm just imagining, you're kind of sort of standing on a battlefield, you see the board, and you
move soldiers.
There are
or
games
stuff like
where
that
you do
around
that.
the
There is like that top-down strategy in VR you can play. There's some really cool
seen
games out there for that, actually. They're hidden. That's the problem, and that's a lot of the thing for like virtual reality is you could think something would be cool for virtual reality, and it's already a thing.
Awesome. It's just
you
can't find
you
it.
don't know because you can't find it.
Yeah.
Because there's no advertising.
Wild.
Zombie.
That's the
If you
problem
have
is
any-
like
if not your
there's
inspirational
normally
words.
not enough funding for virtual reality projects to be able to advertise. It's just something that shows up on Steam one day.
Yeah.
Hello,
it
Valve.
definitely is. It's
Make more AAA games, Valve. Please, we beg you, from the VR space.
That's really funny
Half-Life
from
Alex
Half-Life
2,
Alex.
please, thank you.
Well, they can't count 3, so we can't get a 2. But
Exactly.
you know what is really funny about Half-Life Alex? If it was a flat game, it would be a really bad shooter.
Someone modded that. I'm not even kidding.
Got it. Then it would be a really bad shooter.
Yeah, I ain't got really any of those games that. Most of my games were pretty much 3D. Wind Waker would be nice to see in VR. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Let me post.
Wind
There's a good
Wind Waker,
song,
or
actually.
we can all have the PTSD of Medal of Honor.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh fuck! I forgot the Medal of Honor VR game came out.
Not that one.
Yeah.
Not that VR, an actual like the ones from the GameCube days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I think we should close off a little bit. You want me to give you the
Yeah. You want.
the Sigma male quote of Joshua, of Fight Club for
Yeah.
men?
Oh god.
Sure.
Oh man.
We leave y'all with this.
We're the middle children of history, man. No purpose or place. We have no great war, no great depression. Our great war is a spiritual war. Our great depression is our lives. We've all been raised on television to believe that one day we'd all be millionaires and movie gods and rock stars. But we won't. And we're slowly learning that fact. And we're very, very pissed off.
Alright, guys, that'll do it for this episode of the DVT
Society.
podcast.
Oh,
Join the
man.
Discord if you haven't. Click like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. There will be more shorts coming soon.
Yes,
and
join the
memes.
cult. We are waiting.
We are waiting for you to join the Goon Cult. Do it. It is not optional.
Goon Squad. Hey, free clothes.
Shut your mouth.
You're joining soon too, Mr. We Play Ready or not, whether you like it or not. Alright, guys, take it easy. We'll see you next
Whether you're ready or not.
Saturday. Make sure you're here. Alright. Bye, take it easy, see ya.